out where the work is hard, and the wild still calls. This is Blue Collar Outdoors. Cold wind riding through the pines tonight, old truck headlights cutting through the dark, steel-toed boots in a backwoods trail, chasing freedom where the blackbirds sail. From the river bends to the timberline, every scar's got a story, every mile's earned in time. Blue Collar Outdoors, where the back roads whisper and the night wind roars. Blue Collar Outdoors, for the hunters, the workers, and the ones who endure. Through the frost, through the mud, through the smoke and the stars, we're living the life that made us who we are. Blue Collar Outdoors. Pull up a chair, the fire's lit. Blue Collar Outdoors.
Hey guys, just to get this one started, just wanted to apologize for the audio quality. We were having mic issues. It is our first recording, and wanted to also apologize for the sniffles. I was currently getting over the last little bit of COVID at the time of this recording, but hope you all enjoy.
All right, guys, welcome to the Blue Collar Outdoors, Episode 1, Blue Collar Beginnings. I'm one of your hosts, Kevin Gertzen.
And I'm Eli Lowen.
Awesome, guys. Well, Eli, to get started, what, in your opinion, is the most overrated hunting gear?
Yeah, that's a good question. We kind of talked about this a little bit and wanted to save it for the podcast, but you already know mine. I am going with Sitka for the most overrated hunting gear because I think they're just the Nike of the outdoors, and it's more name brand than anything else.
Yep, and like he said, we talked about this just the other day, and I am very much on board. Sitka. Sitka 100%. They make awesome gear, don't get me wrong, but the price point that you're going to pay for it is absolutely insane compared to some other options out there. So, Eli, we're going to go over a little bit about why we started the podcast, expectations, and kind of the mix of our podcast. So guys, to get started with this, the why. Blue collar is a big thing. It's on the boom right now, and anytime that we can give a little bit of information to help our fellow brothers in the trades, we'd love to do that. And then just talk about good guy things.
Yeah, I mean, topics we're covering. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the trades a lot.
Yep.
Outdoors, which we both love, football, and family.
Yep.
So everything surrounding that scope of being a blue-collar man.
Definitely. And then guys, just some of the expectations. We're going to try to get these busted out, every 2 to 3 weeks, at least once a month. If we get enough of a following, we might pick that up a bit, but as we kind of hinted, we're family men, and so there are other priorities, unfortunately, not just play. And then like Elijah said, we have a mix of topics. We might not hit every single one of those in every single episode, but we'll do our best.
Yeah.
So, awesome. So, Elijah, what do you do for work right now?
What do I do for work? Well, I'm in construction. Let's see, mostly framing and siding, some interior work, some remodel work, but yeah, I'd say generally framing and siding.
Perfect. And how long have you been in the trades?
Oh, 8 or 9 years, something like that.
Probably even longer if you count before professional.
Well, my dad was a framer for my whole life, and I'm 30. I don't count his experience as my experience.
Yep.
But so I grew up around it and then naturally fell into it. But as a profession, I've been doing it almost 10 years.
Fair enough.
What about you?
So I actually own a business in Kansas City, KG Handyman Services. Mostly do smaller jobs, but everything up to full room remodel. Been doing that for a little over 6 months at this point. Have a pretty extensive background in handyman skills, just never professional. So very similar to Elijah, grew up on a farm, learned how to do a lot of things. Have done, odd and end jobs for different people, so kind of semi-professional, but went full professional this last year.
Sweet.
So, what's some of the best and worst jobs that you have ever done?
That's a good question. Obviously we typed up what we're going to be talking about today, but we tried not to talk about or think about any of it until we started the podcast, so we could go live and get genuine answers. And this is one I have not thought about. Worst job for me is easy. It was 5 or 6 years ago now, framing a 7,200 square foot house, and they finished the pour in October, and up here in the mountains of Idaho it starts snowing in October. So we had to frame 7,200 square foot in the winter. And every single morning, like we had stood exterior walls, stood interior walls, and then by the time we're flying trusses, we have to go out with a blowtorch in the morning and heat up the tops of those walls.
Oh my gosh.
That was the worst. I mean, it was a great job, but just that point in time of the job.
Understandable.
That was the worst.
And then what about the best?
Best? I don't know. There's plenty of good jobs. Those jobs that you think you bid fair and then you finish in half the amount of time you expect. So I wouldn't say there's like one single good job, but there's been plenty of those.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you?
For me, I think the worst and the best kind of are the same one. So I did this old 1940s, 1950s farm porch. Fun job, ended up beautiful, but I way underbid it. So had a blast doing it. Didn't take much longer than what I anticipated, but I significantly undercut. And so I still made some money, just not anywhere near what it should have been. So that would definitely be my worst and best all in one go. So
that's a good answer.
Yeah. I was thinking about that one. Tiling jobs would definitely rank up there in my worst. I hate tiling.
Yeah.
It's not my game anymore. That's why I don't do it.
That's why I've never done it.
Let's see here. How did you originally get into hunting and fishing?
Ooh, how did I originally get into hunting and fishing? I grew up in Idaho. That's how. What else is there to do?
That is a fair answer.
Yeah, both my parents and my 5 siblings and I, we did it our whole lives. So I wouldn't say I got into it. I would say I was born into it.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, fishing wise, I remember going fishing with my grandma when I was really young. She was from Winfield, Kansas. They had a little park with, it was a circle lake around the park, but catching bluegill and perch and bass and catfish and things like that. And then later on in my teens, early 20s, got into fly fishing and really never turned back.
Yeah, you were hooked.
No, literally hooked. No pun intended. And then later on, I got the opportunity to learn hunting from a friend from church.
Oh, cool.
And got into bow hunting. So,
cool.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know this.
Yeah. And it's only been, for me, hunting has only been about a 5-year venture now. So
5 years.
5 years.
Huh. Oh, how do we know each other?
So, Elijah here is my brother-in-law.
And Kevin here is my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
So, that's how.
So that is how we got linked up. And that was, what, 5-6 years ago now?
More than that now.
We're getting old.
Since 2018. So it's
Jeez.
8 years.
Yeah. Man, time flies.
And where are we?
We are currently sitting in McCall, Idaho.
That's right.
The beautiful outdoors. Weather may or may not change on us. There are some dark clouds coming in, it looks like. So we'll see.
It might be a rainy podcast.
That's okay. We can handle it. What is your favorite outdoor memory?
Favorite outdoor memory? You heard about this one this morning. I was, let's see, maybe 13 or 14 years old. Salmon fishing on the Little Salmon River. And I cast upstream, I'm floating downstream, and I hit something. I get a hit, and so I set the hook, reel in, and I'm fighting this fish for like 5 or 6 minutes. And it surfaces, and I just catch a glimpse of it. I see it surface, and it doesn't look like a fish. And so I keep reeling, get it all the way to shore. It was a chicken that had died from somebody's house somewhere upstream, and, like feathers and all, and it was just a chicken had died, drowned, whatever, and floated downstream, and I hooked into it.
That is crazy.
So, landing a chicken while salmon fishing, that's probably my favorite outdoor memory.
That is definitely a memorable outdoor memory. Please tell me you have pictures from that.
I don't know, I might somewhere.
If so, we might post them on the podcast.
That was a long time ago now.
But that would be pretty sweet to find.
What about you? Favorite outdoor memory?
Oh, man. There's a lot. I don't know. Probably the most fresh one in my mind is my very first deer. I had gotten into bow hunting, and my buddy that semi-taught me didn't actually take me out very quickly, so I went out on my own. Climbed, used my stand for the very first time, which you guys don't know me yet, but I am deathly afraid of heights, but for whatever reason, I can do climber stands. Like, it's fine. As long as I'm attached to that tree, I'm good. So went out a few times on my own, didn't really have any luck, and it was getting towards the later season where I'm from in Missouri. Was really just biting to get one. And so I went out for an afternoon hunt, which I had done 1 or 2 of, and it just wasn't productive. And right at like 4:15 p.m. in the afternoon, this beautiful 9-point buck showed up right in front of me about 25 yards away. And I knocked him down with my shotgun and have a nice European mount on my wall now.
That's awesome.
And a lot of really good meat that we ate.
That's awesome.
So that is probably my most fond outdoor memory as of this moment. But that is always subject to change. Yeah. So let's see here. And then, one thing that you'll learn about Elijah and I is we are both Chiefs fans. I was born and raised in the Kingdom. I have no clue. How on earth did you become a Chiefs fan out here in Idaho?
That's a good question. I played football growing up. On defense, I was a safety. And when I can't remember what year it was, whatever year Eric Berry got drafted, he was at that point in time the highest drafted safety in NFL history. And so I'm like, clearly he's the best safety ever. He gets drafted to the Chiefs. And so I became a Chiefs fan. And then, they sucked, but I've been a fan ever since. So.
But Eric Berry was awesome.
He was.
Eric, I miss that dude.
Yep.
He was a good player for us. Let's see here. My favorite, being born and raised in the Kingdom.
That's cool.
We sucked for a long time. I was not 100% positive that we'd ever see a Super Bowl again in my lifetime. But it happened. And that, not only winning that day, which I just was blown away, but then my wife, my youngest child, and I, we got to go to the parade.
Oh, yeah.
And Kansas City, it was red that day. Just the streets were filled, getting to watch the players. I think we ended up getting to give a high five to Matthew, if I remember correctly.
That's cool.
But it was a good time, and the city was just buzzing. It was so cool.
That'd be a top one for me too. Their first Super Bowl win of this dynasty, because again, it's like everybody wants to see their favorite team win a Super Bowl in their lifetime. And so to be able to hit that milestone, it's like, dude, everything else as a Chiefs fan for the rest of my life is gravy. I got to see him win multiple Super Bowls. But that first one, it was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yep. That was pretty sweet. And then, as we've already hinted, we're both family men. So tell me a little bit about family, kiddos, home life. What does it look like for you?
Yeah, it's hectic. I'm married. I have 2 kids and 1 on the way in September, and we're recording this in very end of May. So in a couple months, I'll have another one, a few months. Yeah, I don't know. I love my family. We're gonna try not to talk too much specifically about especially our little kids on the podcast, but they're great. We both took our oldest out fishing yesterday. And
his kid slayed it.
Yeah, he did.
I beat him by 1 fish.
Yeah, he caught 5. 4 years old, he caught 5 trout. But no, I mean, home life is good. My family's awesome. The problem is just juggling that work-life balance. Like, how long do I have to be away during the day before I get to come home to my family?
Amen to that. Yeah, I'm very similar. So I have now been married for 9 years, creeping up on 10. My wife and I, we have 3 kids, 1 3.5-year-old and 2 1-year-olds. All of my kids are adopted. It's been a journey, and the best phrase for my life right now, especially over the last 1.5 years, has been just chaotic. It's like drowning and coming up for air every so often. So hence why we're in Idaho, just taking a little bit of breath of fresh air.
That's right.
And yeah, I mean, like Elijah said, figuring out the work-life balance. It's tough as a business owner, as a tradesman. We do everything for a purpose, and we are very hardcore family men, so everything we do is for our family. And so it's just a matter of trying to get that figured out so that we can still be present and active in our family. So awesome. Anything that you want to add to that section there?
Yeah, start a family. Start a family.
Don't wait.
It's the most challenging and the biggest blessing you could ever have in your life.
100%. And don't hesitate. Like, if you are like me and you try to wait until all of your ducks are in a row, it is never going to happen. And I can tell you that being a dad that's pushing 40 years old with a 3.5-year-old, not the easiest job in the world. The body does not function the same way that it did in the 20s and then in the 30s. So yeah, don't wait. It's great. It'll be some of the hardest times that you'll ever have, but some of the greatest.
Don't wait, it's good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, let's talk a little bit about blue collar. So what's your current project right now?
We've got a couple different ones going on. The crew that I'm on right now, there's 5 of us. So we've been on a remodel for the last couple months. Like gutting the whole entire interior.
A lot of work, by the way. I saw this one.
A lot of work. Lowering the ceiling, putting in some new windows. And then the other job we're working on is a huge siding job. We're putting up foam board right now, and then doing like 4 different types of siding, soffit and fascia, metal fascia, TNG soffit, and then Oko siding is what it's called. Which
we're going to go over that a little bit more in the future. This is going to be more of a quick, just kind of go by of what's going on currently. We'll get more in depth with some of the trades and some of the materials, and I'm actually really interested to find out what building codes look like up here versus down south and so on and so forth. So a lot more talk to be had around there, just not today.
Just not today. But yeah, so we've got a couple projects we're on right now, and they're going good. It's work.
Sweet.
Bills.
There you go.
What about you?
I'm currently on vacation.
Yeah.
So I'm not on any project at this moment, but I do have like 7 sitting waiting for me when I get back. I've got a solid core door that needs installed. Kansas City is getting ready to have World Cup, so everybody and their brother is wanting to have some sort of apartment / Airbnb things going on. So this is one of those. They need to close off the basement for that very reason. I've got another painting job that I'm in the middle of. I actually left it before I came. Spraying some open rafters and then painting all the basement walls. Once again, Airbnb, prepping for World Cup. Nice. Let's see here. I've got a 600 square foot flooring job. Got to do some carpet removal, build up where the carpet was to match the level of the hardwood, and then they're covering the entire thing in LVP. So I don't know exactly why they're doing that, but I don't ask questions. It pays the bills. Let's see, other than that, just, you know, my tried and true honeydew list from everybody. Got a elderly lady down the street from me that has about 10 different things that need done. Have another guy that needs about 20 or 25 different things, and he adds to that one daily, so on and so forth.
So you'll be busy.
Oh yeah. Never a down day.
Yeah.
Not in the trades, which one of the reasons why we're doing this.
That's right.
What's kind of your outlook for the year? Like, where you want to be? What do you want to do?
Work-wise, make a ton of money.
Said everyone.
Yeah. I'd love to land a big framing job before the snow sets in.
There you go.
We had a potential 10,000 square foot frame, but that fell through. And then we're talking to a guy about like a 30 house development.
Wow.
Yeah, and so and they're wanting to kick that off, get the first couple started later in the summer, early fall. So
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd kind of be my outlook, is landing something big like that, like either a single big house or a development.
There we go. Yeah, the development would be pretty sweet. That'd be
guaranteed work for
a long time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we'll be praying about that one.
What about you?
My outlook for the year. So this is my first full year in business. And so as of right now, it's been fantastic, and it's been paying the bills plus some, which is new for me. I come from sales background, which is just so many ups and downs. But this year, like, I'm really striving to hit between 150 and 200K.
Nice.
That would be ideal, and just figure out the ins and outs on how to improve and optimize my business, but then to potentially grow it. As we'll talk about later on, like, the trades, they aren't easy on the body.
No.
And we aren't young guys anymore. And so what does that look like in the future? Where do we go? What do we do?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, need to grow that business, get some young guns underneath me that I can train and make this thing as big as possible.
Yeah.
So let's see here. And then let's talk a little bit about the need for the trades and the trades boom.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, what I've read, heard, listened to, all the various platforms, you know, for every single guy that's currently in the trades that's retiring, there's less than a quarter to replace them, which is pretty insane. I know that in Kansas City, like, if you need something done, there's a 3 to 6 month waiting period for most of it. And I'm seeing that in multiple places, heard it in multiple places. That hold true here too?
Yeah, I mean, all the framing crews up here, it's, you know, a year and a half out to be able to jump on something.
Yeah, I mean,
just because there's nobody to do the work.
Exactly.
I mean, there are people to do the work, but there's, like, you have a bunch of young people coming in that don't know how to do it properly.
Yep.
And you have all those old people that know how to do it properly that are getting out of the trades.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a bunch of young kids that want nothing to do with the screwdriver. So
Exactly.
And so yeah, there's massive needs. I mean, I've heard numbers as great as 350,000 welders and 350,000 electricians needed for government projects, that there's just none available. I know what is it, Blackwell, that owns like most of the U.S. nowadays.
Oh, BlackRock.
BlackRock, there you go. They spend some ungodly amount. It's like $750,000 per month and nothing but electricians.
Jeez.
Like, it's insane. And I mean, that's all these big data centers. I mean, there's one going up towards Boise.
Yeah.
That's what's needed. I mean, you got to have the guys to build the building, and then you got to have the electricians to make it function thereafter.
Yeah.
And that's just the day and age that we live in. So
Yeah, and there's definitely a demand for those blue collar jobs. It's just, you have people retiring, and then there's a shortage of younger people that want to do hard work anymore, it seems.
Yep, 100%. And guys, I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this podcast. Like, there's a big need for the trades everywhere that you go, and it pays good money, and it doesn't cost much to get into.
No, not much overhead.
If anything. I mean, there's different foundations out there, and we'll make sure to get like a resource page going up at some point.
Oh yeah.
But like things like Micro Works, like he gives grants to kids who want to go to trade school. So you could potentially walk out of trade school making anywhere from as little as 80,000, but up to 250.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're wanting to do.
Yeah,
And
even starting out, you can jump on a framing crew, and it costs a couple bucks to get your bags and
yeah,
all the tools that you need.
exactly. Or even easier and cheaper, go be a painter.
Yeah.
Like, learn how to use a paintbrush. You can make a lot of money doing it.
Yep.
So, awesome. Anything else that you want to add for the trades boom?
It sucks, but it pays well. I mean, it's great work. I love that I'm in this line of business.
Yeah.
But, you know, you see why young kids don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But they need to do it.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's not an easy job. You are gonna get your hands dirty. You're gonna get injured every now and then. But for me, I love the work. It's something I've always enjoyed doing. And it's extremely satisfying.
Yeah.
Like, I love that tired feeling when you come home,
Yeah.
like knowing that I did something today and it looks good.
Yeah. And it's fulfilling, right? Like, I can drive by and show my kids
Yep.
houses that I've built. That's cool.
Exactly. So, awesome. Well, let's move on here. Let's do some outdoors talk here.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite species to either hunt or fish or both?
Favorite species? It's a good question. Hunting. I really like quail hunting.
Ooh, okay.
Just all the action that you get quail hunting.
Fair enough.
Get on a good piece of land, and you know, it's like you can go big game hunting and not see anything.
For days.
Exactly. And with quail, you're constantly in the action, even if you're missing shots.
Yeah.
You're still shooting. And so that'd be up there for me.
Fair enough. Any particular fish species?
No, I mean salmon fishing. It'd have to be. Just, I mean, like you saw the last couple days. We'll talk more about that later, but just how challenging it is being out there salmon fishing, and
100%.
when you land on it, it really feels good.
Yeah, I can imagine. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to keep on imagining. Let's see here. For me, in my neck of the woods, whitetail is my favorite species to go big game hunting for. I haven't gotten into fowl hunting and things like that. But for me, whitetail, it's just the waking up early, the ritual of getting everything ready, and then just watching the woods wake up. That is literally my favorite thing. And then it never ceases to dumbfound me how an animal that size can move so silently.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful animals. So definitely whitetail for me, but you know, I'm only 5 years in, so I'm subject to change.
Wait till you come up here and go elk hunting.
Right, exactly. And then fish species, trout. 100% as of yet trout. They're challenging. It takes you to some beautiful places no matter what. And like I've told you over the last many days, there is nothing better than standing in the middle of a river.
Oh yeah.
It is just, it's a totally different experience. If you haven't tried it, do it.
We might do that later tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
We might be standing in a river when the sun's going down.
Yep. As long as those rain clouds don't come in too far. Perfect. And then gear that you swear by. I'm sure you have quite a bit.
Yeah, it's picking. Probably the best. Well, I would swear by it. Yeah, my Vortex rangefinder.
Ooh.
That would be something that I swear by.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, there's a lot of gear that you can, like hunting clothes, for example.
Oh, yeah.
You can just,
Endless.
yeah, I mean, there's so many I mean, it's the same thing with rangefinders, but I've got Vortex binos and a Vortex rangefinder.
Nope.
And have never once failed me. Been out in the rain, been out in the snow, and that's one thing that I know for sure that I would swear by. Like, I'd put my stamp of approval on.
Yeah.
What about you?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I have a piece of Vortex gear that I am very, very fond of as well. That's my bino harness. I haven't splurged on a set of Vortex binos or rangefinders yet, but love my bino harness. But to be honest, I think that the gear that I would swear by thus far is actually my bow.
Yeah.
That thing just, it's a beast. I love it. I have a Bowtech Carbon Zion that I've been shooting. It's super light, absolutely love it. Love the accessories that I put on it. Love the way that it looks. Love the way that it functions. Yeah. Never had an issue.
I have a Bowtech too.
Nice.
Yep.
Which one?
Diamond. I can't remember what. You know what's funny? I go bow hunting every year. I still use a youth bow.
Yeah, the Diamondback. I almost got one of those actually.
I got it when I was like 14 years old.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So I would say that you probably swear by Bowtech too.
I guess I would.
Until we get those new Matthews bows.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then this is a different conversation. Awesome. Let's see. One thing every beginner needs to know in your opinion.
About hunting? / fishing?
Yep. Either. And it can apply to both. My answer applies to both.
Okay, you answer first because I don't know.
Cool. My big thing that you need to know, have fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, don't get caught up in the gear. Don't get caught up in being perfect your first time out. Just go have fun. And keep that in mind as time goes on, because if you aren't having fun, what's the point?
Yeah.
So.
Read the regs before you go out.
Oh, that's a good one.
I forget that myself sometimes too, but know when the hunting season is open, know what zone you're in, know what animals you can get in your zone.
Or daily catch limits.
Yeah, exactly. What you need to purchase, what time hunting / fishing starts at. Like, there's so many things you can find in your regs.
Yep.
And nowadays it's all online too, so it's easy and accessible, and check the regs before you go out.
Yeah, and 99% of the time there's also an app that every state has for the regs, and even purchasing your permits. And permits can be tricky.
Yeah.
Some states make it super easy and super easy to understand. Other times, not so much.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to fishing. I find that fishing is probably the toughest one when it comes to the regs. So, yeah, that's good. I didn't even think of that one. But uber important. And then guys, just give you a little bit of a teaser. Later on, I think we're going to start a section called What's in the Truck.
Yes.
We didn't really prepare that for today, but it's coming.
What's in the truck? Yeah. Right now it's a bunch of fishing gear.
Yeah, a bunch of fishing gear. And what's in my truck? It's currently empty because I took all my tools out of it before I left.
So look forward to what's in the truck.
Yeah. Let's talk about football for a brief sec here. So, what is your favorite Chiefs player of all time?
Yeah, can you have multiple favorite Chiefs players?
Maximum of 2.
Okay, because I was thinking of 2. Eric Berry.
Oh, 100%.
And he'd still be my number one.
Yep.
The fact that he had cancer,
Yep.
beat it, came back, was still elite. Amazing.
He's just a good dude, too.
Yeah, he's awesome. Eric Berry's number 1. Alex Smith is number 2.
Oh, man.
I love the Alex Smith.
We literally are brothers from another mother.
Why is Alex Smith your?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I understand that you don't have Pat Mahomes' X factor, but the fact that Andy Reid came on, Alex Smith was kind of a failure, and the San Francisco experiment had run its course. He comes in with not really high expectations, and is it 4 or 5 seasons in a row that they had 10 plus wins every single season? I mean, he was really the start of the Chiefs era. He wasn't the start of the dynasty, but this era of winning.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and I would actually even argue he is a little bit of the start of the dynasty because, number one, Pat Mahomes was a gunslinger.
Yeah.
And without the time and tempo of Alex Smith, I don't know how well Pat Mahomes would actually do, number one. Pat, sorry. Love you. But then number 2, Alex is actually who kind of started our domination of the AFC West until this last year when we lost it for the first time in 14 years? So Alex Smith was really the one who started that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's definitely, and I think Eric Berry is definitely up there as well. Eric was an amazing player. Once again, fought cancer, came back, still killed it, went out on a high note.
Honorable mentions.
I mean, Lynn Dawson.
Yeah.
You have to throw. Lynn Dawson is definitely up there.
Like some people might say Joe Montana.
He was such a short-lived. Yeah, he's more of a 49ers guy than he is a Chiefs guy. I mean, come on.
There's a ton. Nigerian Nightmare.
Oh, 100%.
We've had so many good running backs.
Yeah.
Every single running back that has come through Kansas City. Jamal Charles.
Yep. Well, and I was just getting ready to say, I think Kareem deserves kind of an honorable mention because that dude, he had some issues. And, but he came back. He proved himself. He left.
When he came back, 29 years old, 28 years old, something like that.
And still just a beast.
Yeah, still functions in that offense.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, I love Pacheco.
He's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
But that kid, dude, he reminds me of the berserker that runs into Helm's Deep wall.
Yeah.
I mean, dude just wants a beating.
I should say most running backs, because CEH and Isaiah Pacheco, they both, I feel like, had so much promise.
Yeah.
And they had, they were good, but something was never really unlocked in either of them with Kansas City. And
I think that goes probably towards defense a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can talk about that all day.
Yeah,
expectations for this season?
my expectations are low, honestly. Losing basically our whole entire defense, it seems like when you're rebuilding half your team and it's the good half of your team and your quarterback's coming off an ACL tear and your tight end should have retired 2 years ago, I would not be surprised if we didn't win the AFC West again.
Yeah, I'm kind of very much there. My expectations are pretty low, but I still want to see some cool football. That's my expectation, is just let's have some good games. And to be honest, I think Kansas City, the people of Kansas City, need to eat a little bit of humble pie. I think with the amount of wins that we've gotten over the last 6-7 years, we've started to become expectant of it, and to the point where the last couple Super Bowls that we're in, there was absolutely no hype in the city about it, and it's that shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to see some good football. I want to see some progress with the O-line. I want to see us protect our quarterback a bit better.
I they're low comparatively, right? Like I could see a 9-win season.
Yeah.
That's like the outlook. That's where I'm at. Is like 8 or 9 wins. That's what I expect. Maybe you can edge out a couple and sneak into playoffs and probably have an early exit, but that's low expectations.
As long as it's not to the Bills again. Let's not do that again. Yeah. Cool. Let's see here. Let's talk about some family and some real life. So raising kids, long work hours, work-life balance. What's been working for you?
Nothing. The work-life balance is tough. It's tough for me to step away from work because there's so much opportunity to make money. My wife does a really good job of reminding me to say no sometimes. That's a problem I have, because if you can get called out somewhere, even if it's for an hour, and make $150, like sometimes you do have to say no. That's a tough pill to swallow.
100%. I mean, as we were prepping for this trip, there was a few jobs that I had to turn down because it's just like, I could go get it done. I'm going to start this trip absolutely exhausted, burnout. And the thing is, as we've already hinted towards, there's always more work to be had. Like, if you passed out this job right now, there is nothing out there to say that there won't be a job that pays 5 times more. And so, your body needs that break, your mind needs that break, and your kids need that break.
So I guess you could say we're both practicing the work-life balance.
100%. I think that will forever be a practice. What are some things that you have tried to implement or make sure to help with that? Yeah,
that's a really good question. So let me see, since I was 19 years old, so for the past 11 years, no matter what job I had, I would work evenings at a pizza restaurant, and I'd do that 4 to 6 evenings a week. And it wasn't until last year when my wife told me, because that, or maybe it was 2 years ago, but at that point in time we had 2 kids. She's like, you gotta slow down. You gotta, you have to be there for our family in the evenings. So I went from 4 to 6 evenings a week to now I only work 2 evenings a week. And that's something, and I didn't even fight her on it. I was like, I just hadn't recognized that I was working that much. And so, still work 5 or 6 days a week, but then only work 2 evenings out of the week. And I don't work weekends unless I absolutely have to every once in a blue moon. But so weekends are free, and then most of my evenings are free.
And I'm very much the same way. Like, the evenings I try to keep as sacred as possible. I mean, obviously when you're in the trades, and especially if there's a deadline coming up, things are going to happen. But trying to be back to the house by 6 p.m. is always my goal. Trying to shut down all activity during the weekends as much as possible is also the goal. I do work for Starbucks every now and then, and that does require odd hours.
Handyman work for Starbucks.
Handyman work for Starbucks. I mean, there was one I had to drive out to Topeka, and it was, literally 10 o'clock at night. But that's also kind of the nice thing. Since I have littles, I just wait until they go down for the night, and then I can go escape for a little bit and still have that, daddy time with my kids before.
And that's a good point too. Like with that work-life balance, like bidding a job, for example, it's something that takes maybe half an hour. You wait until your
depending on the job,
but so you just wait till your kids go down.
Exactly. But at the same time, don't forgo time with your wife either. So one thing is that I try to implement as much as possible, can't say I've been great at it, is making sure that we get a date night at least every 2 weeks to 3 weeks, just to reconnect.
That's more than a lot of people.
So, but that is something that I encourage every tradesman out there. Like, be present.
Yeah.
Be active, intentional. Yeah. And like, if you're with your kids, put this thing away.
Yeah.
Like, don't be playing on your cell phone. Don't be playing video games. Like, actually spend time. Like, be actively present.
Yeah.
It means all the world to them. So, let's see here. We kind of hit the second point already. How to be a present husband and father.
Hey, there you go.
And we've already given you some tidbits, so we already crushed that one. So we're gonna move on. So now here's the fun stuff.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
do some rapid fire questions here to end things.
Okay.
So, deer camp or Chiefs game?
Are we going to the Chiefs game in person? Or
I mean,
it on the TV?
I think that's kind of assumed.
Okay, Chiefs game. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not what I was anticipating.
Yeah. What about you?
I would actually go to deer camp.
Would you?
Just because I've been to a number of Chiefs games.
You live in Kansas City.
I live in Kansas City. I do love Arrowhead, and I definitely want to go back to another game before they move the stadium.
Yeah.
Because Arrowhead is just, it's a special place. But it is too freaking expensive nowadays to go to a dang game.
It's true.
I mean, if I were to take my entire family, that'd be like pushing a $2,000 venture. Because tickets are on average are $250 to $350 a pop. And it's just like that with $80 parking, and then of course you have to get food or beer or something.
Yeah.
If you're going to be at a game.
Yeah.
And times that by 5 people now. And so, yeah. I mean, I might go back to a game if it's just my wife and I, but
Date night.
yeah,
There you go.
date, long date night.
Yeah.
But then you also have childcare, which
Yeah.
ain't cheap
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Best gas station snacks.
You go first.
Oh, I am a QT guy all the way, by the way. For those of you that might be watching that are not from the Midwest, QT is Quick Trip, and spelled with the Q, obviously. They have all of their roller stuff, which is stupid good. But what's actually even better, they now have like full-blown kitchens in QTs, and their pizza is stupid good. I love their Supreme Pizza. So,
Isn't that funny how gas station pizza can be so good?
oh, dude, and they crushed on the breakfast pizza too. Like their breakfast pizza is like sausage gravy and cheddar and egg, like actual eggs, like real eggs, like not powder crap. Yeah, it's stupid good.
Maverick breakfast pizza with jalapenos on it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'm going the pizza route too.
Pizza.
Easy answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly the tradesman's best meal, like, because you get everything in one. And it's
Like burrito, you're just going to be guessing. Like you don't really know. Pizza, you can look at it and see and go, yep.
this is true. However, in Kansas City, we have McLean's Bakery. They
Does
have
that count as a gas station?
no, it's not a gas station by any means, but burritos. My mind went there. I'm now hungry. They have a pepper jack burrito that is stupid good.
Yeah.
Next time you come visit, I'll get you one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This one's a fun one, and this might take a while. Favorite tool?
Favorite tool? Ooh.
And you get one honorable mention.
My favorite tool by far is an oscillating saw. I call it a wiggle saw.
Yep. Oscillating tool.
Yeah. Multi-tool.
Yep.
A lot of different names.
I don't get why they call it a multi. I mean, I do, but like it's actually called an oscillating tool. Like that's its proper term.
So versatile.
It is 100%. However, I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Right.
However, you can't build anything with just that one tool.
No, but it's so nice to have. It makes things so much easier. It's like
It does.
it's one of those tools that makes your life easier.
You don't know what you're missing
Yeah.
until you have one.
Yeah.
And honorable mention on that one as well. If you do drywall cutting tool.
Oh yeah.
Like, I never knew what I was missing until I had one. It's like, oh, that makes things so much easier. But my go-to tool, impact driver.
Yeah.
Like, it's extremely versatile. Not that you should use it for everything, but it can be used for everything. Don't do that. Unless you have rigid and you have lifetime warranty, and you could be, yeah, we all have. I mean, let's be honest. They're pretty tough. I mean, I've had my rigid impact. God, I've had that thing at least 10 years now, and it still works just like it was out of the box.
Yeah.
But that by far, like when I was thinking through favorite tool, it has to be something that can do many different things and can actually build things.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I don't choose the oscillating tool.
One of my honorable mention would be, it only has one function, but that function is extremely useful.
Ooh.
It's a nail punch.
Ooh, 100%.
I'll have instances where I leave my nail punch in my truck, or I throw it in my pocket and leave it in my pants from the day before.
Yep.
It's like any finish work, any nail setting that needs to be done, nail punch is, I mean, there's so many useful tools, but that one comes to mind.
Old school or spring loaded?
Old school.
Old school. I love it. Yeah.
The spring loaded are actually pretty nice.
They are really nice.
I've used them a couple times.
Especially if it's brad nails that you're sinking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Those things are wonderful. Job site radio, what's playing?
Yeah.
We already talked about this a little bit.
We did. I saved my answer. I don't really listen to music anymore.
I know.
And
breaks my heart.
On our job site, usually we don't have a radio going. I mean, you know, there's 5 of us. We're typically pretty split up on what we're doing. And some of the guys will listen to podcasts or music or something on their phone that they'll have in their pocket. I just like to raw dog life now. So
fair enough.
No, if I had to pick, probably 2010's country would be my choice.
There you go.
What about you?
So I am a lone wolf at the moment, so I get to listen to whatever on earth I want, and my music taste is extremely eclectic. I'll play Christian hard rock, I'll play rap, I'll play 2000s hard rock, I'll play, you know, I'm a baby of the 90s, so I have to play 90s mix, and that's actually where my playlist has been living recently. But I also, depending on what mood I'm in, sometimes it'll be something like Gregory Alan Isikoff or Head the Heart or something like that, but also love listening to books and podcasts.
So everything.
So literally everything for me. But my absolute number one go-to is classic rock.
Nice.
I'm a classic rock nut, so.
Good choice.
Yeah, that's where my PlayStation usually lives.
Nice.
But,
we'll see where it goes on any given day.
Just depends on what mood I am. If it's demo day, it is hard rock all the way. Like, I need something screaming at me.
I can get on board with that.
Yep. Some Chevelle or something like that. Yep. One NFL player you would go hunting or fishing with?
You answer first.
Ooh. Okay. Caveat. Does it have to be a player? Can it be a coach?
It could be a coach.
No.
It's
Andy
our
Reid.
podcast. We can make
Andy Reid, 100%. Big Red.
Good answer. I heard you've seen him a couple times, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, down at KC.
Well, it's hard to tell because we actually have a doppelganger in KC that knows he's a doppelganger, and he shows up at every Chiefs thing, and it's really hard to tell. Like, I got to meet the doppelganger in person. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out that it wasn't him.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen pictures online. He looks exactly
he does. I mean, like, down to the wrinkles on the face. I don't get it. It's like Face Off.
Yeah. Brett Favre. Maybe not. Yeah, Brett Favre.
Fair enough. I have met Brett once. Yeah, he's not exactly the nicest dude in a retail location.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I feel like he'd be pretty chill out in the woods.
Probably.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
But I mean, let's be honest. I don't know if I really want to go hunting with any famous person because you don't want to ask him so many questions, and you don't do that while hunting.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of would be in silence for most of the time.
Yeah. I think fishing would be a better option.
Yeah, fishing would be better.
So, I don't know. Food for thought. Cool beans. Well, that's all the rapid fire questions. Anything else you want to add?
I don't know. Are we nearing the end?
We are nearing the end. So, any other topics that we want to cover really quick?
Let's see. No, I want to save most of this trip for our next one.
Yep.
talk about that. But there will be some good talking points there.
Oh, 100%.
But I feel like you guys, got a chance to kind of learn a little bit about us. And like today, we're kind of talking to the camera more than we're talking to one another.
Yep.
But we want to present well to you guys. We have a camera on us. It isn't a blind podcast. And so that was nice, just being able to introduce ourselves and you kind of, the listener, get comfortable with us and where we're coming from and kind of build that relationship through the screen.
Yep, 100%. And so guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
We do ask that if you enjoyed this content, please give us a follow, give us a like, leave us a review. Follow us on our socials. We will tag all of those. That is all still in the works. Got to get a Facebook and an Instagram and all that good stuff up for the podcast. But we will also link our business stuff. Yeah. So, feel free if you have any questions, need any help with anything. I call Elijah all the time when I'm in the middle of framing something and I'm like, hey, dude, I need another set of eyes on this. Feel free to give us a holler. If there is particular content or topics that you would like us to cover, please leave it in the comments. We would love to get content to you guys that you actually are interested in hearing about.
Yeah, and even if it's something we don't know a ton about, like, we'll still cover it. We'll still do research, and it might not be a whole podcast of X, Y, and Z, but if there's something you guys are interested in, we'll get interested in it too.
Exactly. I mean, I'm always into learning something new. I just got to learn a bunch new on this trip, which we'll go over a little bit later. And I mean, if we need to, we'll get in a special guest.
Yeah.
That might be an expert in that range. I mean, that's something that I want to do later on. I already got, an HVAC guy in mind and got some general contractors in mind. So more things to come down in the future. So, but thank you guys so much, and stay tuned. Next time we will be talking about this Idaho trip, and particularly Idaho fishing. So
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Awesome. Take care, guys.
Cool. Thanks for watching.
Blue collar outdoors, where the back roads whisper and the night wind roars. Blue collar outdoors, for the hunters, the workers, and the ones who endure through the frost, through the mud, through the smoke and the stars. We're living the life that made us who we are. Blue collar outdoors. Pull up a chair, the fire's lit. Blue collar outdoors.